Okay, hi. So I am with Hope Women's Center. We are a nonprofit out of the Phoenix, Arizona area. We actually have 6 centers. I have been with the organization for about 10 years. And right now I'm a center manager of a center. So I deal directly with the volunteers, but I'm also the executive administrator. So I help all the other centers with in some capacity with volunteer onboarding, and also as just all the processes for the centers. So some of the challenges that we had, again, I started with Hope Women's Center when we were only 1 center. So we had a manageable number of volunteers to work with. We would use track the hours and on Waycool, but we had all our applications on paper. So all the center managers eventually had to convert the information into Waycool. And also we had to track the hours on paper, and then the paper hours, that tracking had to go into Waycool for us to know, to get a report of volunteers. The training, we also had to do it in person. We went from 3 times to 4-hour slot to, we had to cross-train everybody in person on all our procedures and our policies and our statement of faith and all of that. So the onboarding part of it, of the volunteer, was time consuming and labor intensive, but also it just involved the training and not the actual communicating with the volunteer. The key pain points is it was manual, just things were done on paper. It was time consuming as we grew to more centers and more volunteers. We did a needs assessment at the end of 2019. We wanted to improve on tracking volunteer hours, and also having volunteer applications online, and also having being able to have multiple centers together. Before, with Waycool, we made it work by fudging the system and using different dates, but this was much better. I was the one that looked at a number of volunteer. I actually just did a Google search and said 10 best volunteer applications available. So then price was a big thing because we are a nonprofit. So then I narrowed it down to 3. I did a pros and cons on all of them, and I presented it to our CEO, and we decided that we wanted to go further just with better impact, and we had a demo presentation with them. We were looking at user-friendly. That was a big thing, being able to use more than one center. Also, the having a portal for the volunteer to be able to track their own hours was good. We also had volunteers that, I didn't put that in here, but we had volunteers that volunteer at different organizations, and sometimes they use Better Impact so they could use ours at the same time. We figured out how to do the e-learning modules, so we were able to put all our in-person volunteer into training videos. So now all we need to do is just send the links to the volunteers, and they're able to do that from their computers, their iPads, their phones, and also they can also track their own hours, which was a huge thing.